Hello, I'm Malik.
And I'm Kat.
We got a £35 ticket on the Eurostar from London to Brussels. We decided to go camping 3 nights in 4 days. When we arrived in Brussels, we went to a local street pharmacist to support your local business. From there, we then went to a camping store, but we arrived on a Sunday and didn't realise it was closed.
Yeah.
So had to get the underground to Decathlon. And then Decathlon only sold big canister for our little trip here. After that, we then got a train to Florenville. We actually did jump the train. There was a ticket inspector at the very end, but he did let us off as we was putting up into Florenville, luckily. We landed in Florenville, and then that's when we began this hike on the GR16 routes.
As soon as we touched down Florenville, we went straight to the trail. We hiked 11 kilometers or 12.7 kilometers.
We did stop off at a little supermarket. Can you remember what it was called? The name of it?
Kerry Fall.
But it had a little chocolate place literally
I'm so excited
within the building, and we got I think like 300 grams of a different chocolate variety. After we got the chocolate, we went into the actual supermarket and we only picked up I think like 3-4 items, and one of which being chicken sausages, which I was quite surprised to get. I thought they were going to be pork, so we're going to chef them ones up right now.
Bangers and mash with gravy as well.
So on tonight's menu, we have got souci di poulet, 450 grams, €4.50.
This is a lovely 99p knife.
Yeah,
Are you
but
doing it in pieces?
Yeah. If we try to leave that.
It's a bit runny, innit?
Yeah. Katrina's number 2 tip is apparently you start warming it up, it's going to thicken. So
We'll see.
let's hope, because that is watered flavour gravy there.
No. So yeah, I've learnt my lesson now with the mash. We're going to have good mash.
Yeah, that's coming along good. So little by little, number 1 tip.
Yes.
But
The mash was all good.
look, this is, you get this from a restaurant, this one. And
Bangers and mash.
the sausage actually looks like chicken. Yeah, we need to get some calories. You need to put your hair up. Doesn't matter if it goes on the floor. It's okay. There we go. What do we think?
10 out of 10.
10, not even
Yeah.
a 9 or an 8.
I've always wanted to do this. Ta-da!
Alright, well, we're going to call it a night there. We're very tired. We're going to dig into our chocolate that we got from the supermarket. And we got the Gladiator showing up on the best cinema there is. Day number 2. Think we're maybe a couple kilometers in. What's the time? About 7:15, you think?
Probably, yeah.
7:15 Belgium time. Left no trace, and we were right. Literally, I don't know, maybe 500 meters down where we pitched our tent. There was a
Such a nice spot.
perfect scenic spot. Had a nice little fire pit already there, like someone made it. A nice bit we could have had the tent open doors with the river, but we aim for that tonight. We're going to a village, I can't recall what it's called, can you remember?
No.
Begins with CH. But I'm gonna go there. There's the trail.
Yep.
I just came to a crossroad here. But luckily I got a nice little bench there. Spotted the trail. So it's quite handy actually. They got a cross, so you way not to go, and then boom. I'm not too sure what they're actually called, the GR16 Pathfinders, I guess maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, how did you sleep last night?
Alright, not the best, not my best of sleep, but I got enough sleep to be
Why not your best?
energetic because of all of the sounds.
Oh yeah, there was, I really
So many different
could
animals.
hear the river and all sorts of fish and birds eating from that river. I thought it was quite enjoyable. I didn't have too
Yeah, I
bad of a
enjoyed
sleep,
it.
to be honest.
And I usually do like sounds to fall asleep with, but I was just thinking, oh, what could that be? And just loads of thoughts in my mind. Not scary thoughts, just I'm intrigued. Oh look, point of view.
Interesting. Oh, let's check this point out then. Could be rude not to. Look what we've. This is not the way to go. But we can take a little detour for a scenic route. Ooh. Ooh, what if I don't stop? Oh wow, look, that's a little spot to sit. Oh, that's amazing.
We might have to have breakfast here.
Yeah, we can have breakfast here.
Wow.
Can only assume people have been abseiling, rock climbing down or up, but I don't know how far down it goes there. Got another cliff there. Well, we got some Belgium waffles for breakfast. We was gonna have the sausage with it, but this spot is so beautiful. We thought we may as well sit, enjoy the view with a waffle or two, just plain. Oh no, we got the sauce, Cat. We got
Yeah.
the sauce. Yo, don't leave me hanging. Let's munch up.
They do a big version, so I'm going to get that once I've run out, but I'm going to...
Three, two, one. Oh shit! I'll get there. It doesn't help. Yo, stop.
No, don't do that, mate.
Woo!
But the thing is, I was sat here reading the kids'
Wait a minute, you can get nothing way down there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they got a dog.
Party Anglaise.
Anglais?
How far down you going?
Boulogne?
No way. Huh? Okay, nice.
We have our tent with us.
Perfect.
We
Wow.
have for 5 days.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Have a
Same.
beautiful
We
time.
got 10 and we 4 days.
Enjoy.
Thank you, you too.
And where do you go?
Maybe to France, we see.
Okay.
The towel and water.
Oh. I don't mind just drying. I'm gonna lie on the bench for a bit, I reckon. So we have just been for a nice dip after 12 kilometres of hiking this morning. Found this spot. We did go through 2 towns trying to get a coffee and an orange juice, but everywhere seems to be closed. We saw some lovely bridges, some really nice houses. The houses here are incredible. I absolutely love them.
About probably 8k of the 12 was on the road, which
Yeah.
ain't too great, weren't too scenic, but there's some spots that are scenic, some spots are a bit boring, but the house that Cap said was very, very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, we was definitely,
Lots of animals.
yeah, we was definitely daydreaming of the orange juice and coffee at the cafe, but unfortunately it was all closed. So we said when let's get to the river, we'll have a little rest up, and here we are. Had a little dip, which was very nice,
fun.
very cold. And now we're just going to carry on walking, hopefully maybe get to the town. It's 11 right now in Belgium. And yeah, let's see where we end up for our next. Yeah, you get to tell her. This is a tick. You want to be very careful of these guys. And what do we say to them? Get out of here!
Skedaddle.
Finally made it to a cafe restaurant, which
Actually open.
that's actually open. We got ice cream because they have no chips and didn't want to get a 25 euro main, so we just got children's ice cream, beer and coke.
It's not even children.
More road walking. First time on the trip, it started raining, but it's way too humid for a rain jacket, so t-shirt and shorts, and we just got the rain packs on our bags. Found a spot we want to go camp at. It's going to be a unique, different one. Haven't done a camp like this before. Let's hope it all works out. Hopefully, we'll show you guys when we get there. Bonjour. Not barking at all. Oh. Whoosh. We got lost somehow. Not exactly too sure how, but we're getting off the path and trying to find this nice scenic camp spot that I'm really hoping we can find. But tackling our way through this thick forest here, it's not too bad. Hopefully we can make it. So we found this spot on Google Maps. It was literally just a tiny little bit off the trail, and we tried doing that and we got very lost and made a massive detour, but we found it, we made it.
Was supposed to have shelter
Yeah.
though, and as you can see there is no shelter. It's been raining. I don't really fancy putting my mattress down on wet floor, so we've got another alternative spot. It might be a bit obvious, but we're gonna wait till sunset and hope for the best.
We do have a tarp, like we could just put up and do a makeshift shelter, but we ain't got a ground sheet, so we may just go with the tent. But the views, 10 out of 10, definitely happy I found this spot. And
I'd even like put the tent here, but we need to find 6 rocks that aren't gonna rip our tent.
our
and
tent isn't freestanding, you have to
I'm
stake
not
it
gonna
down.
lie, after almost 33 kilometres today, I really can't bother.
Oh, it's just I've done 35.
Oh, does it?
We had done 35, we done 33, which
Doesn't
is
make
very good.
sense.
That's just under, well, 3/4 of a marathon. So yeah, done us. That's the longest hike we've ever done. Well done, and with packs on. So yeah, we're gonna go set up to our tent back over there. Catch you later. It's out, so
the shop we went into, I literally just realised as I sat down now, the shop we went into had a little butcher's there and we didn't get nothing. But to be fair, probably would have all been pork. So we've just got noodles right now, but we've got a lot of snacks.
They look amazing.
We've got that chocolate as well to finish off as well.
Sorry, I know these are yours, but...
Well, you did give me a lot of your mouth. This is also, they got the other shelter over there. Well, it's not a shelter, the viewpoint. Get your stinky feet away from me. They got the viewpoint over there that's supposed to have shelter, and then about 25 meters they got this wooden structure here. We sat here for about 2 hours. We are gonna set up the tent very, very soon. Time right now is 8:15. 8:15 Belgium time. Sun sets in about 2 hours, but Katrina's trying to talk me into setting up the tent early. Why do you want to set the tent up early, Katrina?
I'm shattered. And I just want to cuddle and be warm. It's not too bad to be fair now.
No, it's not cold at all, to be honest.
It was supposed to be raining right now, and it isn't.
Yeah.
I think it's because I kind of want to make sure I get a good night's sleep. So the earlier the better, because then I have more hours to sleep and try and get up for 6:30 again, because that worked quite well.
Yeah,
but
that was a natural wake up.
Yeah.
No alarms. Do you want to set an alarm or?
No.
There's one spot we want to end at. I was hoping to make it to France, but we very much overestimated our capabilities. But to be honest, we didn't actually know the distance in kilometers on Google Maps.
I don't think we
You put it
underestimated
here.
that.
Yeah, no, we didn't know the kilometers. If we knew the kilometers, if we saw it, it was like 150.
I would be doing 30k.
No, I didn't think so. I didn't think I would as well, to be honest. First actual proper. So yeah, tomorrow morning we've got 2 towns we're going to be crossing, but they both look very small, like this morning's towns. I imagine a lot's going to be closed. Right now we've got no more meals. We've got breakfast. We've got some waffles for breakfast. Other than that, we've got nothing, no other hot food to be consuming. So the plan is...
We've got instant mash.
Yeah, we got instant mash. That's worst
case scenario,
Okay,
we're on mash
I didn't know
tomorrow
we had
evening.
that. Okay. But we do have a lot of calories in snacks in the bag as
Yeah.
another alternative. But we're hoping to at least make it to another big town that should have a couple restaurants and should have a nice big supermarket, hopefully.
Called Bouillon. Eat your noodles.
Oh, I didn't know it was ready. Belgium sweet check. We have got Haribo soda straws fizz. Tropical strawberry iced tea peach. Yuck. And cola. We've just had a 15-minute rain shower and 1 out of 3 weather apps saying it's raining from here for the next 18 hours. But this dark cloud here about to come, so we're going to quickly set up the tent before this cloud gets on top of us and rains on us. And there's also a bit of thunder and lightning. So right now we're just waiting for this rain to pass. If it does, we'll set the tent up. If not, we're just going to have to get a little bit wet setting the tent up. But we got time, we wait. Good morning, day 3 of the trip, and last night we had a very scenic spot that we was going to pitch the tent up, and like everyone says, we waited until sunset to pitch the tent. It started raining, so we then wait a little bit more for the rain to stop, and as soon as it stops, a group of 3 young teenagers start walking by, and we didn't want to set up the tent just then. So we waited. And it rained some more, so we waited and waited and waited, and when we finally did set up the tent, we were literally trying to set it up on top of a rock with a little bit of grass, so the stakes wouldn't go in at all. So we had to keep it moving, and we are literally right on the path. And here's our tent. Not scenic, it was desperate. We were on 5k last night, I think. Finished at midnight, so that's a total of like nearly 40k yesterday. God damn. It's 9:30 in Belgium, we're all packed up and we're gonna hit the trail. We was hoping to hit the trail around 6-7ish like yesterday morning, but after last night's shenanigans of finding a perfect tent spot and then having to relocate at midnight in the pitch black, we decided to have a few more extra hours in bed to recharge. We're now gonna hit the trail and see how far we can get that direction. 11 kilometers into day 3. I'm definitely feeling the pack. Katrina, how are you feeling?
I'm not feeling the pack, it's not bothering me, and the balls on my feet are really making me feel a bit nauseous, won't lie.
But yeah, we have gone off track again, just cutting a few corners. Only we're not doing a proper through hike, and we're a bit paranoid of trying to get back to the train tomorrow, and we want to get to a specific spot by tomorrow, so we're just cutting off some corners. And not only that, but there's only one spot that has one town, Boulogne, I believe it is. Is that what it's called?
I believe so, yeah.
There's only one town, Boulogne, that has shops in for us to purchase food, as we have nothing, no hot food. We only got snacks, and I'm not fancying snacks for the rest of the day. Yeah, we're not just relying on mash. Maybe get some meat with the mash for this evening. But yeah, we'll clock back in when we get to the town. Okay, so today was forecasted for rain all day, and the first 10k there's a small little shower, nothing too serious, and we went 500 kilometers, sorry, 500 kilometers, god damn, 500 meters up someone's drive. There is a sign that says private there, but we were so I was very confident that that was the correct path, but
It was not.
we are hoping that up there is the path, not the road, but there's a little trail there. So we're gonna head up there, and hopefully that is the trail. But as we were chilling here, luckily / unluckily, it did start raining very heavy. Fortunate for us, we're under shelter, so we're just gonna wait it out here and hope for the rain to pass for us to continue on our journey. There is a map over there. Here's the map. We are currently right here,
Oh no, yeah, so we do need to go left.
and our map trail on the phone says we go down here, down here, up, and then into Boulogne, like that. But on this map here, it has no path. So we're gonna hope we can do that. If not, we're gonna have to come back up and come in like that. But hopefully we can get a nice hot pizza there. What do you say?
Right.
And the fun just started with the rain. God damn. Okay, so how did we end up here, Katrina?
We're actually at a hotel in Boulogne. Boulogne.
So we did find a trail from the map that I pointed out where we was trying to get to Boulogne. We did find that trail, which wasn't on any of the maps, so we managed to find it. And about 5k out of the town, Katrina froze up, and she's not in a good state. I'm like, okay, all right, maybe we'll get to a hotel. We'll see what happens when we get to the town. We arrive in the town, I've now thrown up. And we're now contemplating a hotel. I said to Katrina, let's get a hotel. She's like, no, we didn't want to spend no money on accommodation. We wanted to sleep in the tent, let's sleep in the tent. And I'm like, okay, but we're in a busy town. If we want to sleep in the tent, we're probably gonna have to do about another 2-3k to find a nice secluded spot.
Not even, to be fair, because on the way here there was only one potential camping spot, so I think we would have perhaps thought it would be 2-3k, but we would have probably carried on walking for a lot more kilometers, and that just wouldn't have been good.
So it was actually Katrina who wanted to stay in the tent that night. I was trying to talk her into getting a hotel. She eventually agrees after saying that she can't walk anymore, so we go onto booking.com to find a hotel. Fortunately enough, this town's got a lot of hotels. Now I had a look at the price. A lot of prices I always see was like 120, 130 euros, which we didn't want to do. We wanted to do this trip as cheap as possible. We got cheap tickets and we got a tent. So why are we going to spend money on accommodation? But luckily managed to find a nice hotel, very cheap, for about 60 euros, £60. It was a 10-minute walk to the other side of the town though. But hey, we're saving money, let's do it. Katrina said, hey, should we book online? I said, no, let's hopefully get there and maybe we can negotiate a better price with them. We arrived there, probably threw up about 2 times on this journey. We arrived there and it was a very nice spot. They both looked kind of hippie-ish. There was a guy who was speaking French, typing away on his keyboard, probably had a business call, and he just pointed to his, I'm assuming, wife. And she just gave us keys. Katrina's trying to chat to him to organise like how many nights and whatever. She just like gives us the keys.
The first thing I literally said was, hello, can I book a room? So to then give me keys, I'm assuming, yeah, I can book a room. But that wasn't the case.
We weren't complaining too much because, as you can tell, we've got some heavy bags on. We're not feeling so great. So we're not trying to have no conversation. We took the keys, went straight to the room. As soon as I got to the room, I stripped down, showered, dried myself off, and we was throwing up a lot. We were both in bed naked with boiling hot sweats. We would then throw up and get shivers and then get back under the covers, and it would just repeat like this. Katrina was in the bathroom throwing up. As soon as she comes out, I go in, and we were just alternating like that.
Anyway, this woman, I really appreciated the way she just gave me the key, because I assumed that she saw us and was like, whoa, they look awful, because we actually did. We didn't look like this.
Probably stunk as well.
We absolutely stank. We looked awful. We were pale as anything. My hair was a mess because I just needed to put it up just in order to throw up. Anyway, I'm lying in bed. Malik is throwing his guts up in the toilet, and I'm literally just waiting there like, please hurry up. It's my turn. It's my turn. And I just hear the door unlock, and this lady starts screaming at me, and I'm like, sorry, Anglaise, and she's still screaming in French. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Malik, help, I don't feel comfortable here, let's go.
She's obviously naked under the bed sheets.
Yeah.
I'm naked in the bathroom. And next thing I know, Katrina's joined me in the bathroom. We're both naked and we're trying to shout, get her to get out of the room. And while we're both in the bathroom, what has she done? Taken all of our belongings and put them outside the room. So we're trapped in the bathroom naked, and she's got all of our belongings and clothes and stuff.
May I add, there is something that's actually really weird as well, because before this even happened, this is a hotel where you should have some privacy in your room, yeah? Anyway, in the bathroom, not that this, like, adds anything to the story, but in the bathroom, there's a whole window.
Yeah, we took
outside our front door. If we were naked in the bathroom, which you're going to be naked in the bathroom because you shower, everyone can see
literally,
everything.
if you sat like this on the toilet,
yeah,
there is a glass wall here. On the other side of the glass wall here is our front door. So if you're knocking on the door, you can see the person on the toilet. Like, talking about privacy, and then they obviously have no care for privacy, because she's walking in our room and trying to have an argument with us while we're both naked.
Perhaps this is where me and Malik went wrong. Perhaps we aren't very clued up on guest houses. I don't know. I just assume that guest houses, Airbnbs, hotels, they would all have the same similar rules where you do not fucking walk into someone's bedroom. But here, there was nothing. There was no knock.
There was no knock. There was no like, hello. So even if we were fluent in French, she's already started this whole conversation, this whole encounter completely wrong. But what happens from there after this big back and forth?
So the man that was downstairs with his wife has come up eventually, because he's obviously heard the catastrophe. Bearing in mind, before this all happened, we're just in bed and we can just hear them like shouting at each other, cooking dinner. And we're like, great, like imagine if they're doing this the whole night. Kind of a blessing in disguise that we didn't book it online and also got kicked out. But anyway, he comes upstairs and he actually does speak English. So he's like, I'm really sorry, she didn't mean to give you the keys, she assumed that you were the booking. But you're not the booking, it's another couple who have just arrived and now we need to sort the room out for them. If she said that, if she knocked on the door, said that to me, I would have been like, absolutely fine, I'm gonna get changed, get my stuff, and I'll go. That didn't happen. So obviously I'm gonna be frustrated. Like, I'm really sick, we're both really sick, we're both naked because we're super hot, and she's just walked into the room. If she just approached it nicely, it would have been absolutely friggin' fine, like the man was. He was lovely, to be fair.
So we get changed, well, we start getting changed, and about 3 minutes later, she's not knocked on the door, she's already in the room, and she's like, we don't know French too much, but I'm assuming she's like, what's going on? Why are you taking so long? You need to get out. And we're like, yo, it's been 3 minutes, chill. I've only just put my boxes on it this time. So
I'm still naked, fully naked.
So that's 3 times she came in the room when we're naked, no knocks or nothing. We finally pack up, get all our belongings together, get our clothes on. Katrina is ahead of me, she just walks out and I'm assuming she just chucks the keys on the desk. And she's walked out and I've heard that there's been no conversation. And I bit my tongue the whole point. If I weren't feeling ill, we probably would have gotten a lot more angry at her. But I was biting my tongue the whole point and I was walking down like, look, we can't change the situation, but this is what I'm thinking. We can't change the situation, but are they not at least going to apologise for this whole thing? We've done nothing wrong. We've came to the hotel. We tried to get the booking, and they just gave us the keys and told us to go upstairs. We done that. So I'm like, what? You're not going to apologise? And the guy did go, yeah, no, we're sorry. It was our fault. It was our fault. And the woman is going off on one, like a little chihuahua in the back. Yeah, she's going off on one in full French, and the guy's like going like this to her. She's still running her mouth, and I was about to start arguing back, and she said, nah, it's not worth it. Let's go. So we had to do an 11-minute walk back up to the top of the town. This is literally where I threw up, right by the next hotel. Katrina did book this one in advance because we didn't want to have that situation again.
Not even the situation. We couldn't keep anything down. We were 5 times we stopped just to get to this 10-minute walk hotel.
It's a 10-minute walk and it took us about 45 minutes and we threw up about 5 times on this journey.
Yeah.
And luckily we did get kicked out as well because we had no liquids on us. I mean, Katrina both wanted to get a drink, but we were both too unwell to leave the place and get a drink, to be honest. So this kind of forced us to obviously walk past the shop, get a drink.
But as I said, the reason I booked it was because I didn't want to have too much conversation. If I had to come to the hotel and be like, can I book a night? They would have been filling out forms. There would have been everything that you do on booking.com. So at least I'd done it all on booking.com. I had Genius Rewards, so I actually got £50 off as well. And luckily when we got here, the staff were very nice here.
They did long it out, I'll be honest.
Yeah, they did. We're standing there like...
Yeah.
Trying not to throw up.
We was probably in the lobby for about 10 minutes. I am very appreciative of how that woman did just give us the keys. As soon as we got up to the room, we threw up and showered straight away. But yeah, we got this place. We did want to do 3 nights in the tent, but we need to listen to our bodies. We're throwing up. And what do we think is the cause of this sickness, Katrina? There's 3 potential options. So
I was Googling it, and a lot of people said there's something called a hiking bonk, where if you don't eat on your hikes, you're going to throw up and you're going to end up throwing bile because obviously you've got no food in you to throw up. Could have been that, I don't know. But then I do believe this is TMI, so I do apologise, but we also had diarrhoea, and it said on the internet that if you've got sickness and diarrhoea, it's most likely a bacterial infection. So I can only assume it's either our water filter or when we were washing up our dishes in the river, which we probably won't do again.
But to be honest, we washed the dishes up in the river. We've done it numerous times before. In theory, if you wanted to be a bit more safer, you use filtered water, but it's the pots that we're washing, and then when we would then cook with the pots, we're then heating it up. So again, you could just boil water, and boiling the water would make it safe to drink. So boiling the pot after it's been in the river, I don't think would be the issue. So it's either A, our water filters broke and it managed to have a virus go through or a bacteria or something like that.
Which we do believe is most likely the case.
Or B, like I think yesterday we only had 1 waffle each. Yeah. Which maybe 150 calories.
25-kilometre hike.
Exactly. So we're not too sure. If you guys have any idea what it could be, that we'd be very grateful to hear from you.
Because we would love to prevent that happening again. Because we really enjoyed the hike. I've had such a good time. I enjoyed trying to find places to camp, even though we had a few nightmares with going somewhere and then having to move. It wasn't too much of a big deal. The walking as well, I don't think affected me as much as I thought it was going to be. I was really surprised with the kilometres I was able to do.
Very proud. We've achieved 75 kilometres. One day we've done near enough 40k. Yeah. Which I've always seen people doing YouTube through hiking videos. I've been like, yo, that's crazy, 40k. And we pretty much done 35k on our second day, which we should both be very proud of, which is good. First through hike attempt. We hopefully will do another one in the next month or 2. We'll see. But now we've got about 8 hours until our train home back to London. And but right now we've got to catch a 3.5-hour bus and train back to Brussels, and then from there to Eurostar back into London.
Which I am really grateful for, because if we did carry on the hike yesterday, we don't know where we would have ended up, and it could have been a place where we couldn't even get trains or
Yeah.
anything from. So I'm very lucky we did end up here. I do feel like a lot of things have been a blessing in disguise on this trip.
For sure.
Throughout our lives, to be honest, and that's just the way life goes.
Well, to be honest, if we did have this situation, we went past about 5 towns, and every single one of them, everything
yeah,
closed.
man.
This one's got literally about 6, 7, 8
Yeah.
different hotels, 12 different restaurants. It's annoying when we was actually walking through and walking down after I threw up the first time. I was looking down and thinking, wow, this is a really
It's a beautiful
town.
place.
This was about, what time did we get to the hotel today? I feel like about 4 p.m. I was thinking maybe it'd take us an hour to recover, and then in the evening we'll go and explore the town. Did we do that,
I
Katrina?
really was hoping to do that too.
Did we?
I just didn't want to say anything.
We was so just
Yeah,
throwing up
we just
constantly, so we
couldn't.
didn't get a chance to.
We couldn't even sleep. Like
No,
I don't think
we
I
didn't get
slept
a full
until
night's
4
sleep.
a.m. But here we are. We've drank 2 Red Bulls between us. We're ready to check out now. We're feeling a lot better. We've taken some tablets to get rid of our fever, which has actually helped. Yeah, that's definitely helped. The nausea is still there for me. We haven't thrown up.
Well, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you join us on the next one.